Okay, so Caroline asked me to do a tour of all of my music, like my physical music collection. So to begin, I'm gonna show you guys my CD player. I also have vinyls, but I don't want to bring my record player all the way from the other room because it's really big, so I'm just gonna show you my CD players. This is my main CD player. It's a Sony Walkman, the DE3 56CK model. I don't think they actually make these anymore. I got it off of eBay because I heard that it's really good. And it's gotten me a lot of mileage. I listen to it, I use it a lot, and not only that, but like it's actually pretty good. I can like walk around as long as I don't jostle it too much, obviously, like it still works. So this is my go-to CD player for when I'm like on the bus or on a road trip. And it also lets me like, you know, has all the basic menu functions of like looping, like play this once, end it, you know, stuff like that. This CD player is another Walkman, but this one is a gift from my sister Becky's boyfriend, Zach. And this was actually kind of like really old, and the batteries had like erupted, but he cleaned it up for me and we got it ready. It plays pretty well. The only thing is that like it cannot be jostled around as much, but the really cool thing about this CD player is that it connects to the radio, so if I want to switch to a radio and listen to it, I could listen to it. The only thing that I have to like watch out for is that it gets kind of really loud and there's like a lot of static feedback, but other than that, it's a pretty good CD player. It's a Venture model DM8311 60. Okay, and now I guess I'm gonna move on to my CDs. So there's quite a bit. Oh, this is the wrong side. Okay, now you can see all the names. So here's my first CD on the stack. It's Catherine Wheels, Like Cats and Dogs. I got this from Tiger Records in Jacksonville, and it's like a compilation album of Catherine Wheels like B-sides that never really made it into their other albums. So it's like an album of like songs that were never meant to be in an album. It has a really cool CD. It's kind of like I think it's a cat and a dog like overlaid on each other, but there's like a cool effect to it. It's shiny. The booklet is also really cool. It sort of has like the same theme of like twins and duality going on. It has like all of these lyrics and photos of animals and people, which I really like. You know, me and Caroline we're very big fans of that. Sorry, you could probably tell I do feel a little sick. I just finished like 3 AP exams this week, as you know. So like, I think like my body got kind of stressed out from that. And so I've been kind of congested starting like since yesterday. Oh yeah, and now we're moving on to this Beatles compilation album 1. It has like pretty much all the classics. I got this from Callie's uncle's yard sale, along with 2 other CDs, which I will show you guys later. I like the CD collection mostly because it has like Hey Jude and like some of their earlier songs, which I really enjoy. Let me see if I could get the little booklet out to show you guys. This is what the CD looks like. Okay, so it's actually pretty cool. It has like photos of all the Beatles and like old posters and what their records that used to hold some of these songs looked like. It's really cool. I love like seeing vintage Beatles stuff, which I could also do a tour of like my Beatles stuff if you guys want me to. So here's just like some of the pages. Isn't that cool? Oh my god, I need to like scan it and like add it to my digital collection of Beatles pictures. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I listened to it on the way back from AP Macro today. I was in like a really down mood because I think that's like the worst I've ever done on a test ever. So I listened to Hey Jude and The Long and Winding Road and like Let It Be, and it like brought me up a bit. This is U2 Zooropa's, which I also got from Callie's uncle's yard sale. So I've actually never really listened to U2 before, but I really liked the way that this like album cover looked. And when I saw it at the garage sale, I listened to like a little snippet of one song and I was like, okay, this sounds pretty good. So I was like, can you pick it up for me as well? And so that's what Callie did. This is what the CD looks like. This is the booklet. Okay, let me get this booklet out to show you. It's also really cool. I love the art and like this sort of like grainy, digitally abstract-y sort of stuff. I really like it when like you could tell that they like cranked up the contrast and like use all kinds of curves to get these crazy colors. It's very U2. And also I think the thing that makes me really like it is that like not only is it cool, but this little guy right here is really cute. I really like him. So that's the thing that drew me towards this album. If I were to like rate it, I wouldn't say it's like my favorite thing in the world, but it's a really fun listen, especially when like I'm doing something where I have to stay focused and I can't like check like, oh, what song is this, or like, oh, I want to skip ahead. It's a really good album to listen through to its whole entirety, and I really enjoy it. This album was a recommendation actually from Callie's mom. I had no idea what I was going into when I first listened to this. I've actually never listened to The Cult, so I really wasn't expecting like the, I guess, kind of like rock vibes from it, because like Callie's parents did not give off that impression to me. They're very like I assume that they're very like proper classical people, or like classic. So like they drive a Tesla and everything, so I was like really shocked when I heard the sounds coming into my ears. But like look at how sick this is actually, because this isn't like your typical little booklet. This is like a sort of like a proper mini poster, which I really enjoy. I actually haven't finished listening to it all the way through yet. I think about like halfway, but my favorite so far is Earth, Mofo, and White. And this is another CD from Tiger Records, but this was my Christmas present from Lily. And it's a Paul McCartney album. Yay! This is Paul McCartney's Off the Ground. I'm not gonna lie, like sort of into the 90s era of Paul McCartney. I don't want to say I stop enjoying him, but it kind of stops being like the kind of sound I like from him. But Off the Ground, I really like, and it's because it has like this sort of, I don't know how to explain it. My favorite Paul McCartney songs are always like the really folksy ones. And this sort of like returns to that sort of like folky kind of vibe. I don't know if that's like really how you describe it. There's probably like, I don't know, people who don't know me hearing this are probably being like, you're so stupid. Like, that's not what it is at all. But like, that was kind of the impression that I got. My favorite songs was Come On People and like Mistress and Maid. I think I really like Mistress and Maid because it reminds me of Lily, because it's a song that Lily really likes, and it made her kind of sad the first time she listened to it, so I really like think of her whenever I think about it. This is what the CD looks like. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love how it looks. And the booklet is also really cute. It has like you know, like their feet and stuff, but like it has like these beautiful old photos of like Paul and Linda, and like they look so cute, and it has like some snippets of these lyrics on there. Let me flip to a picture, or well, collages I really like. I also have to scan this to put in my Beatles collection, but look at how cool this is. Isn't that freaking awesome? Oh my god, Paul is so cute. Look at him. Oh, and Linda looks so good here too, and I just love the colors. And oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look at this cat. Oh, I love seeing like snippets of like Paul McCartney or like Linda McCartney like this. Probably because I'm like crazy parasocial. Well, okay, that's not true. That's a joke. But like, I don't know, it makes me feel like they're more grounded as people rather than like these godlike celebrities and artists. Because whenever I listen to Paul's songs, since he's like my favorite musician of all time, I'm always like, God, he's such a genius. I don't understand his mind. He's so mysterious. And then like I see these silly photos of him and it's like, aw. Speaking of which, we're moving on to Ram, which is famously one of my favorite albums. I have like this Japanese like printed like copy of it. It's just like a sleeve though. It doesn't come with a jewel case, which kind of makes me like, oh, because I feel like my CD is not super protected, and it probably isn't, but I don't know. I'll probably find like a empty blank jewel case somewhere later, but like as of right now, I'm just careful not to scratch it. And so this is what the CD looks like. The lyric book is not that crazy fancy. This is what that looks like. It has the lyrics in like English, but it also has them in katakana, which is really cool. Like, look, that's so cool. Okay, let me put this gently back in here. I don't want to expose it to the elements too much. No, Ram is one of my favorite albums. My favorite songs on there is Long Haired Lady and The Backseat of My Car. It's so like romantic, and like I think a really cheeky thing about this album's like about this little sleeve is that if you go to the back, there's two bugs and they're like getting down, you know what I mean. Okay. Oh, I did not realize that this was upside down. I forgot. I remembered I put this in upside down. But yeah, this is my Black Parade CD. I got this from the mall, the Avenues. There's like this little like media store, like I think it's called like Fire or something. And like I'm not gonna lie, they have one of the worst CD sections I've ever seen. It's so messy. It's so like they just don't have like a CD rack, and it's not organized in any way at all, and it's all like shoved into the K-pop shelf of like all these other CDs. So like it was really hard to find stuff I wanted. I had to decide between Sade and MCR, and as much as I wanted to get Sade, I didn't know what the album was, and I was kind of like running on time. And like at Tiger Records, all of these CDs are like secondhand, so they're like $5, right? Well, I feel like these are like kind of new and in pretty decent condition, so it was like $10, and I was like, okay, and that's kind of expensive, so I just went with something I knew I would like. Maybe I'll go back and like get a Sade CD, but I don't know. Yeah, the MCR little cover is also really cool. It comes with all the songs and lyrics displayed like vertically, like a newspaper, and it also has like this mini poster like feeling to it, which I really like. Okay, I don't even think it's worth like my time being like, oh, my favorite song is this, because honestly, I love this whole album. Every time I pop the CD in, I listen to it all the way through, so, okay. Oh, another thing that, like, this CD has in common with Catherine Wheel's, like, Cats and Dogs, is that there's a little hidden track. I mean, I guess it's not that hidden, because everyone knows about MCR's, like, Blood at the end of Black Parade. But, like, Cats and Dogs has, like, also a hidden track at the end. And it's sort of, like, it's like a full, like, 10 to 12 minute, like, compilation song. It's really interesting. And now, I got this from Half Price Books. There was a sale going on at Half Price Books because this was right after Christmas. So I got, like, a bunch of CDs. And I only got them for, like, $2 something. So even though this says $5, it was actually, like, $2. It's Flaming Pie, which is, like, another 90s Paul McCartney album. But I also really like this one because my favorite Paul songs are, like, I guess the really folksy ones and the ones where it's just him and his guitar. And because of Little Willow and Calico Skies, it's, like, one of my favorite albums from Paul. Not my absolute favorite, but definitely a good one if I just want to, like, relax and, like, look out on the road while listening to an album. This is what the CD looks like. It's really pretty. And let me get the booklet out to show you. Dang, if I'm taking this long on my CDs, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to go through my vinyls. I might just have to make a separate video. Okay, let me read this. I came off the back of the Beatles Anthology with an urge to do some new music. Oh, I think that's probably why I like it. I feel like there's definitely, like, that vibe of, like, youthfulness to this album, which is kind of silly to say, because, like, this is 1997, I think, Paul, 1993, let me see, 1997, okay, that's the copyright, and I was, like, and even though he's really old, I was kind of getting that impression. And look, the pressed flowers of this old Polaroid of Paul. Oh, here's another Paul. There's some little stories and quotes in this, that I'm not gonna read out because there's a lot. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite albums. Like, it's so cute. Oh, there's a photo of Linda at the end with the horse, which is really sweet. Okay, let me get this back in. Okay. Oh, the tower's getting so high, it's gonna eventually start covering up my face. That's okay. And now we're moving on to my Beatles Anthology. This one was supposed to be $18. Again, it was on sale half off, and not only that, but since it has, like, this crack, this barely noticeable crack down the back, it was, like, very discounted. So there's CD 1 and CD 2. I guess I could flip through a bit of, like, the book with you, but it's kind of, like, long, so, here you go. Okay. It's kind of like a really thick book. It's mostly like a lyric book with some photos of them when they were younger. Look at how cute they are! Sgt. Pepper, slowly hearts grow. And, like, that's such a cute photo of Paul. Is that from when he was performing yesterday for the first time? I don't remember. Oh, look at Paul and John, and I think John and George. I can't see really well. I'm not wearing my glasses. Aw, look at Paul and George. Okay, I gotta stop going through this because then I'm not gonna finish going through all my other CDs. This was supposed to come in a set, but I only found, like, this. This is another CD in a sleeve, and it's probably, like, severely scratched up. Obviously, it's Abbey Road. Oh yeah, this anthology has, like, some of the outtakes from one of their songs and, like, demos and, like, some of their old music. It's really, really great. It has, like, the original, like, I think outtake 2, like, of Andrew Bird Can Sing, and it's a really different song. It's kind of like giving indie rock, which is like, it's kind of